This
Uh, we
this
try.
conference will now be recorded.
Okay.
There you
Hi,
go.
everyone. We're here today with Tara. She's going to be teaching us some very healthy and nice ways to make tacos for Cinco de Mayo and Taco Tuesday.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. I love Cinco de Mayo. It's one of my favorites. Trying to make the best out of it being home. So I prepped everything with you that we would usually go out for if we were able to, if it was the weekend during normal times, but we're home. We're home, so we did it at home. I always try to be very diverse in my dinners because everybody is very picky and has their different tastes and what they like and don't like. So we have, I usually put out three different tacos. So I usually put out a hard taco, a soft taco. These are boats. They're much easy to eat from. They had the minis at one point, which I like better, but I can't find them anymore. But they are much easier to eat than the soft tacos. And also, these are wider than usual. They're like boats. So, and then I usually tend to go with lettuce wraps. So I put all my toppings and my meat inside the lettuce just to avoid the carbs for myself. But for the kids, obviously they get the flour. So the rest is the next step is the meat. So this is lower fat beef, which you can go with turkey instead of beef. You could go with ground chicken. You could go with shredded chicken. You could do shrimp. You could do beans if you're a vegetarian. Chloe likes the beef, so I tend to make the beef. Max doesn't really eat meat, so I go with the beef. And then we have so many different toppings. We all like toppings. So no matter what you put in it, we like refried beans too. I know it's an acquired taste. They're not the prettiest thing to look at, but we love refried beans and it's a great source of protein as well. So that's one of the toppings, or you could do that alone with all the other toppings. But we do sour cream. I'm just gonna lower this to all the toppings that I have here. Cheese, of course. In the middle we have guac, and then I like adding some green chilies. I have tomato, shredded lettuce. So there's so many different toppings you could pick. And I'll just show, I know the lettuce wraps can be tricky, but if you just take it and cup it a little bit and fill it like you would a regular taco, just a great vessel if you are watching what you eat. And then just continue with all the toppings like you would if it were a regular taco shell. Grab a spoon. I decorated for Cinco de Mayo, but you really can't see that well. So I'm gonna skip the lettuce on this one since I'm making it in lettuce. I'm gonna put a little guac, a little cheese, and then grab a couple more spoons, a little sour cream. I like sour cream. My kids do not like it, but I always get it for taco night. And then a little green chilies. I don't really like spicy, so I just put like very, very little. And honestly, with this, you really don't miss the taco itself. You can also make a salad bowl, which I like to do sometimes too. I feel like I'm eating an actual taco if I do it this way instead of having a salad. I feel like I always eat salads and it can tend to be boring sometimes, but you can use all the shredded lettuce from the iceberg, or you can chop romaine if you have romaine. and then put all the toppings on top of that.
Can you tell us what's inside the beef?
Sure, I have my whole list. So inside the beef, I cooked it inside my slow cooker. Let me just pull up my ingredients. Sorry, just give me 1 second. I'm just looking for our email, Barbara, because I just sent you a whole list. Okay. So it's 93% lean ground beef that I used. So it's much leaner than, let's say, 80% or 85% that you tend to see in the market. And like I said, I like to use ground turkey as well, or ground chicken. But Chloe likes this, so I make this most of the time. A small onion, finely chopped, and then there's a 1/4 cup of red bell pepper, also chopped. There's garlic, there's cumin. So there's no using any of the kits, the powder from the kit, because they're very high in sodium. Chili powder, paprika, oregano, salt, tomato sauce, and a bay leaf. So you remove the bay leaf before you serve it. And it's really good. It's so yummy. And it seems to be a lot left over every time I make this. So I make empanadas with the leftover meat and I air fry them. So I like that I get double meals out of it, out of this batch of meat. You could see it makes a lot. This might have been a little over a pound. I had to break up the beef myself this time. It came in a very large package. I don't usually get it like that, but right now it's very hard to decide what you're getting, to pick what you're getting at the store. So
And how long do you cook it in the slow cooker?
you could do it either on low for 6 to 8 hours, or you could put it on high for 3 hours.
Okay. And then once that, do you have to wait for it to cool down or you use it hot?
You could use it hot. Take it right out, put it right in the bowl. I just took this out right before we started. So I actually use a pressure cooker that has I use a pressure cooker that has the saute button. This is an Instapot, so it has many different uses other than a pressure cooker. So I put the saute button on first so that it's just one pot and less cleanup. I don't like cleaning up. I like cooking, but I don't like cleaning up. So I saute everything on here at first, and then when everything's ready to go, I just switch the button to slow cook. So today I did it for 6 hours since we were home. To me, anything that cooks longer is better, tastes a little bit better.
If you're just using the crock pot or slow cooker, do you need to like simmer your meats and your onions and first?
Not in this. For this recipe, you have to brown the meat first.
Okay.
So you brown the meat first, and then you have to add in the onion, the garlic, and the red pepper, and the cumin. That's the next
Into
step
the
of the meat.
So first you would brown the meat and then would you add those other ingredients into the browning pot or into the crock pot?
Everything together. So if you're doing it on the stove, that part would still be on the stove top. If you have a regular slow cooker, not an Instapot, you would have to do that on the stove first.
Okay.
But because this is an Instapot that has a saute option, I saute everything in there just so it's one pot, like a one-stop shopping type thing. I don't have to clean another pan.
Gotcha.
If you don't have the pressure cooker, if you don't have the saute option and you're using a regular slow cooker, you would cook everything in the pan first. So you would ground the beef, then add the onion, the garlic, pepper, and the cumin, and then transfer it. And
Okay.
then add all the other components, the tomato sauce, the water, the bay leaves, and then cover it for however long you're going to do it. If you're going to do it for the 3 hours or the 6 to 8.
Okay. That.
And it comes out so good. This to me tastes like a restaurant dish with the beef. I'm so used to eating ground turkey or chicken that it really does taste like I ordered out to eat when I make this one. So we love it.
And it's the same time whether you use chicken, beef, or turkey, right? It doesn't matter what you use.
No, you could still cook it the same amount of time. You would
Okay.
still follow all the same steps.
Okay.
Did
Well,
you
it looks
cook anything,
delicious.
Bob?
I'm sure it smells very good over there too.
It smells very good. It smelled very good this morning when the onions and the garlic first were browning. That's my favorite smell. So that's it. So we'll have our Cinco de Mayo feast. We were supposed to have this at the library with the kids, so I hope that once we're back in action, we could reinvent this and actually do it at the library.
Oh, I'm hoping because I know the kids all like tacos is a big hit with the kids, no matter what age. They all seem to like it.
Yeah,
And so it's definitely a program that we would look forward to having again in the library. Hopefully soon.
I know, and I like giving them a lot of options at the library so they could pick and choose what they want to put on or what they leave out and try different things. I feel like they definitely try new things at the library. I've noticed. Sometimes they like it and sometimes they don't, but it's great if you try. You
Now,
never know.
where do you get your shells? Do you get them at like any supermarket or?
Get them at Stop and Shop. They're the only ones that have these, the boats.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that looks really interesting, the boat. I like that.
They're very deep, so you could fill so much in one shell. And then even these, they're just so much easier to fill than the regular ones. They're much wider, so you could get a lot more in there. And
And
not
I like
everything.
the idea of the lettuce wrap. That's really a healthy option to go.
It is. I mean, I feel like nothing's really like the real thing, but at least you feel like you're holding something and biting into something.
Hmm.
It is yummy. It's very good. If you're being very good, it's a good option. It's hard
Yeah.
to be really good on days like this.
Yes, but you know what? In today's world, people are looking for healthy options. So that's a perfect healthy option.
It
That
is. It
you
is, of
can do
course.
either or. You know, you can go with the chicken, you can go with the turkey, and you can do the lettuce wrap,
Hmm.
and you have a really healthy meal.
Definitely. And I use these for a lot. I really only buy romaine. I love romaine lettuce. But I'll put anything in this. I'll put cold cuts in this. I'll put tuna in this, egg salad. So I really use it as a vessel for anything you would make a regular sandwich in too. And it's good. And you don't get that full feeling you get from bread. So it really is a very good option.
Well, let me see if anyone has any questions. Does anyone have a question that they'd like to ask Tara? If you do, just unmute yourself. Nope, no questions.
Questions? Okay.
All right. Well,
Hope that
thank
everyone
you
will
so
be able
much,
to come.
Tara.
Thanks.
We're good.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. Enjoy.
Happy
Happy.
Cinco de Mayo.
Thank you. I hope I see you
Thank
guys soon. This will
you.
be a fun class
Thank
at the
you.
library.